Welcome to a new vlog. It's finally starting to feel like spring here in Chicago, and the city feels completely different when winter starts to fade away. So let's start by picking up some donuts before heading out for Italian food. This Italian spot has been almost impossible to get a reservation at, but they recently opened up for lunch and I managed to get in. And it was one of the better Italian spots I've been to in the city. Before I went out for lunch, it's like right around the corner from Dimi, I went to Daly's Donuts. They're a donut place that used to be in farmers markets, and then they recently opened a storefront. I ended up getting, it smells really good, a maple donut and the sticky toffee donut. I'm gonna try those later. I went the other day and they were out of everything but chocolate. Funny enough, I love chocolate, but I'm not a chocolate donut person. If I'm gonna pick a flavor of a donut, it's going to be maple. I love maple. And the sticky toffee one sounded good. It's like a caramel donut with like some toffee topping. I'm trying out the donuts I picked up earlier today for dessert tonight. I kind of already tested them for my TikTok first. But this is the maple, and this is their seasonal flavor, the sticky toffee donut. They're both excellent. There's honestly no better feeling in the world than watching your favorite band perform live in person. I've been looking forward to today for months since the Somerset released their tour dates.
Wait.
Yeah, I did too.
Now it feels like I'm alive for the first time. How we doing tonight, Chicago? And I've spent too many nights watching How I Met Your Mother. Baby, I just wanna be legendary. Maybe there's still hope for me to start again. I'll get my feet back on the ground and pull my head out of the clouds. I think it's time for me to figure me out.
As you can tell, I probably screamed and sang too much with my voice. It's kind of gone. I've met them before too. They're always so nice, all of them. I ended up getting a VIP package this time, so I think maybe that's why I look forward to it a lot. And I got a guitar. They played the guitar during the show for a bit. That was really cool. I got to hang out with them backstage. That was the best part. And tomorrow is back to normal life. But days like this are much needed. It was a good reset and a break. And here's the Polaroid. It was really fun hanging with backstage for a bit. One of my favorite parts of spring here is cherry blossom season. They only bloom for around 2 weeks every year, so you really have to take advantage of it while you can. They weren't fully bloomed yet today, probably could have waited a few more days, and the weather wasn't nice. It was super windy and gloomy, but it still felt nice being outside and appreciating spring. Afterwards, I grabbed a ramen for lunch since it's still pretty cold out, and of course picked up a coffee afterwards. I also stopped for ice cream later in the day. A lot of ice cream spots in Chicago closed for the winter, so it's nice seeing them start to open back up, and it's another sign that warmer weather is on its way. After a long and cold winter, when you have a perfect day outside, you spend as much time outside as possible. So I started by picking up a coffee and going for a walk around West Loop. I love living in this area, and I've been trying to appreciate it more while I figure out where I'm going to live next. The trees along Randolph have started to bloom, and it's such a nice change from how dreary it looks in the winter. Later in the week, I went to check out another Italian spot in the city. I sat right near the kitchen, and it kind of felt like watching a TV show, seeing all the chefs preparing food. Definitely another spot I'd come back to. Chicago is also known for tulips in the spring. The city plants over 100,000 tulips every year along Michigan Ave and downtown, and it's one of my favorite times to walk around the area. I stopped into the Starbucks Reserve during my walk to warm up with a hot coffee because it's somehow still freezing outside even though it's technically spring. And later ended the night with sushi at one of my favorite spots.